what does it look like to take the first step? Maybe you're starting a business or taking a new direction in the business you already have. Maybe you have a side hustle that's ready to become your full-time gig. For some entrepreneurs, fear holds them back. Others might have a misconception that there's some massive buildup and some scale and 101 things that need to happen first. But eventually, there's a moment when you just go for it. You recognize the divine moment in front of you and you seize it. Next thing you know, the side hustle, conversation, or small idea becomes the catalyst for something big and maybe totally unexpected. There's something special about where big ideas like this are born. Dorm rooms, garages, your parents' basement, tech startups like Apple, Microsoft, Hewlett-Packard, Facebook, and so many others famously got a humble start before they grew into the titans of our day. For Allie Davidson, her moment was inspired by her decision to try out for the television competition show American Gladiator. Allie's call to create all started with a moment, an opportunity that she and her husband knew they had to seize. The momentum of that moved Allie to co-found Camp Gladiator, a fitness boot camp that now meets in 7,500 places each week with 2,500 different classes online. Let's watch.
The day of my wedding, I decided to sneak out of the house that morning and go with my bridesmaids to go try out for the TV show American Gladiators.
I didn't find out about any of this until we were getting announced to go into our reception, and she said, "You're not gonna believe what I did this morning." I said, "What did you do?" She goes, "I tried out for American Gladiators."
But who knew that we would actually get picked from that show?
And Allie pretty much dominated, was the grand champion on the show. Did an amazing job, won the money in the car. We knew that after her finale aired that we'd have just a few minutes of free promotion.
This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and that the Lord had really blessed us. We just felt like it was for a bigger purpose and a bigger cause.
Collectively decided we were going to start a fitness camp for adults, and it would be for all fitness levels. It would be motivational, fun, uplifting.
Well, the mission of Camp Gladiator is that we want to positively impact as many lives as possible through physical fitness. You know, when you're going through a tough workout, it really does break you down, and you kind of have to stick together as a group. Through that, there's some great friendships that, you know, makes people more open to talking to each other and building relationships, and I think that's where we're really able to come in and impact people for the better. Well, Camp Gladiator is not necessarily a Christian company. It's run by Christian owners and Christian leadership. So some pretty cool ways that we have been able to partner up and be able to present more opportunities for our campers or our trainers to hear the word or to attend church with us or to share the gospel with them is through a couple of different things. We've started a Camp Gladiator Bible study group, and that's completely voluntary. We actually had a group of campers that came up to us. So we've done that. We've also started a CG Serve team, which is basically just anyone in our entire program can sign up and volunteer to do different charity events with us throughout the year, whether that be, you know, serving the homeless or, you know, picking up trash in the park. We're able to form those relationships in that community even more so that we can continue to invite them to church or talk with them about Christ. One thing that we were really blessed with was as we were opening up our new indoor facility, CG Arena, the budget was very, very tight, and we didn't know if we were going to financially be able to open our indoor facility. So we were praying about it a lot, and a church actually approached us through a connection that we had through our boot camp and said, "Hey, we're looking for a space to rent out Sunday mornings from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. You know, we had already planned that we weren't going to be open Sundays until about 1 o'clock. And so they came in and said, you know, we'll help provide about 20% of the rent. And so that's what really pushed us over the edge to say, wow, you know, this was a God thing. This was meant to be.
You know, looking back over the last 4 years as we've grown Camp Gladiator, it's really exceeded all of our expectations on the scale of being able to impact more people than we ever thought possible. We've been able to grow. Right now we're in 18 different cities, 6 states. We have close to 10,000 adult campers.
The verbal feedback that we've heard from our boot campers or our members is that, you know, we are making a difference. We are able to impact them for the better. When you hear those things, it makes all the hard work all worth it.
Entrepreneurs are natural problem solvers. We see a gap in the market that needs to be filled and believe that we are uniquely qualified to make it happen. A lot of entrepreneurs don't lack vision or insight, so often we just miss the moment. Maybe it's a game show like American Gladiator. Sometimes it's a market opportunity. Maybe a mention in the local news is a launching point we need. What does it look like to start? That's the big question for any entrepreneur. For some, perceived risk is a big deterrent. The unknown can be scary. What if my business fails? What if I fail? And this isn't limited to those taking the first step of your venture. Maybe you've had a company for years and are considering a new initiative. One of the wisest men in biblical history knew the importance of seeking counsel. Proverbs 19 says, "Listen to advice and accept discipline. And at the end, you'll be counted among the wise." If this was good advice for Solomon to write about, it most certainly is good advice for us to follow. Before you make that next big decision, or even a seemingly inconsequential one, pray. Seek God's counsel. Ask what direction He would have you go in. Vocalize it internally and externally. Today, you have a chance to get counsel from your group. Spend time talking about the moment you're in the middle of right now. Open yourselves up to learning from one another. Be transparent and honest with each other. What you get out of this time together will only be as enriching and life-giving as what you put into it. We'll see you next time.